Hi, it's Tango Oscar Mike again. You've seen my backpack that I've been using for my POTA hikes. This is a standard hiking backpack. It's a Kelty Redwing 44. If you haven't seen my pack dump video, you can check it out here. But how did I get to this point? This old laptop bag was actually the first bag I've ever used to carry my ham radio gear. This is when I first started going portable. I had a Yaesu FT817, and I stuck it in here and used this to carry my stuff, and it actually works really well. So if you're looking for something on the cheap end you may already have, a laptop case will actually do a pretty good job. Then I tried to go really small. This is a Red Rock sling pack. It's great. It held the radio. There's really no padding in it or any protection, so I had to wrap the radio in a towel or something like that to keep it protected. But all it really fit in here was the radio, maybe a couple of cables. I had to have another bag for other stuff, so I said, yeah, this is too small. I need something a little bit better. Then this is a 511 Rush 12 pack. This pack was bigger. It held everything I needed to, but this waist belt that's on here, I actually added. This is just some webbing that I added to the pack. The pack doesn't come with a waist belt, and this isn't a padded waist belt that I added, just some nylon. This pack wasn't very comfortable. Just carrying the radio gear, antenna and throw line kit, stuff like that, without any survival gear or first aid or emergency kit, the pack was about 15 pounds. And all that weight's on your shoulders, and for a long hike it really just wasn't comfortable. When this gets wet, it's really heavy. These packs are really cool. You know, they have all this MOLLE webbing on it, and you're tempted to add more packs to it and add more pouches to it, but it just makes it heavier. So again, this is these packs are really nicely made and maybe good for a kid going to school or a day hike with just very minimum gear, very lightweight gear. But I honestly can't recommend these. I know they have even bigger packs. I saw that they just came out with a, I think a 72-hour, Rush 72-hour pack. And it's a really neat looking pack. But if you look at the specs, I think it's almost 7 pounds just for the pack. So these, I can't recommend this type of pack. These military style packs are very cool, but they're very heavy. And for me, if it doesn't have a padded waist belt on it, I'm not going to even look at it, because the weight on your shoulder that you'll be carrying with ham radio gear, it's just not worth it. It'll be too uncomfortable. Oh. Hard cases. This is a cheap Harbor Freight Apache hard case. This is the 3800. They make a bigger case, one case that's larger than this, but I didn't like it because it has latches not only on the front but on the sides, and when you open it and close it, the latches get in the way, and it was kind of a pain to close, so I tried one for a little bit and then I got rid of it. They also make a larger wheeled case, but the larger wheeled case isn't much bigger, and it's a lot heavier. It's a lot more plastic, so it's much heavier. So for me, this is the right size, this Apache 3800 case. I still would use this case, not for backpacking, but if I was going somewhere where I wanted extra protection for my radio, if I was going on a trip, or if I was going to be traveling by boat, or I was going somewhere and I knew I was going to be dealing with severe weather and wasn't going to be hiking long distances, I would probably switch all my gear over into this case and take it along with me. The Pelican cases, don't get me wrong, are much nicer, but for what you pay, it's kind of hard to beat for a case that I will probably hardly ever use unless I take it on vacation or something like that. The difference between these cases and Pelican cases, one of the main differences, Pelican cases has an auto pressurization valve that helps prevent water from getting into the case, and it relieves pressure in the case if you're going on an airplane. This one's, it's manual, So you have to open this valve to relieve pressure. So if you're getting on an airplane, you'd want to open this valve, and that'll let the pressure inside the case equalize with the pressure outside of the case. And then if you were getting on a boat, same thing, you would need to close this valve to seal it off so no water got in the case. These cases come with pick and pluck foam, which is fantastic, but pick and pluck foam will actually start to fall apart. What I've done for this case is I used a hot glue gun to glue everything in place the way I wanted it. And then I used a very light coating of Plasti-Dip, or you could use Flex Seal, any type of rubberized coating, but just a very light coating on it. And what it does is it seals all the pick and pluck foam together, and it will actually make the case last a lot longer. So this case is set up, my KX2 goes here. I have a big area for all kinds of cables and stuff that can bounce together and not bother each other. It's a lot easier to do that, and you utilize more space than trying to put little compartments for every little thing. I also have a compartment for a battery, a Raspberry Pi or something else if I wanted to put in there, and just another pocket for some other stuff to go in there. But these cases, I highly recommend them if you're going to be traveling very harsh conditions, and I would still use this. This case might actually even fit in my backpack, but I would probably have to take other stuff out. But if I was going out on my ATV and wanted extra protection and wanted to be able to strap my radio right to the ATV, I would take this. I actually have several of these cases. I have one case for my 857. This one's obviously for my KX2. I have another one for a larger Bayueno battery. It's the smallest case they make, actually, and it holds a 12 amp hour battery and a couple of power cords and stuff perfectly. But yeah, for what you pay for these, it's kind of hard to beat. But again, you know where I'm at now. That's with this pack. I like the pack. I even have a small Pelican case that I can put my KX2 in and put it in here for extra protection. But the padded case it comes with, I'm careful not to drop my pack on the ground hard or anything like that. So there's still protection in there. But that's where I'm at. This is how I got to that's how I got to this point with this particular pack. And this was a budget backpack. I think I mentioned that I bought this backpack on sale. It was something like 60 or 70% off. It was on closeout. I could only get one Keller. This is basically it. And it was a great deal. I think this pack's a little bit small for me. So in the future, I may want to upgrade to a nicer backpack. Now that I'm doing more POTA hikes, I know what I need. I know what features I like and the features I want. So, but that's where I'm at. And that's how I got to this point. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. This is Tango Oscar Mike, 73. Take care.
Tango Oscar Mike.